Allegiant Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And O'Connell now to throw. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a 1st as he's tackled at the 47. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Jalen Waddle. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The final shot before break. O'Connell. He'll let this go for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Wilson. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Mostert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll run right side with Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The Tua going to try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Slant to Adams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.